Our next bout is a featherweight bout, MMA, presented by Chips Transmissions. It's Jay Vernon coming in from Gastonia, North Carolina, taking on Johnson City, Tennessee's Randall Austin, part of Team Oxendine. And he'll have Casey in his corner for this featherweight bout at 145. All right, to introduce our fighters, back to Jennifer.
Our next bout of the evening is an amateur mixed martial arts bout in the featherweight division, contested at 145 pounds, brought to you by Chips Transmissions. First, please welcome to the cage, Jay Vernon.
Jay Vernon, first out in our first MMA bout of the night. It's presented by Chips Transmissions. Featherweight bout at 145. Jay Vernon 0-1 out of 9 rounds. Camp in Gastonia, North Carolina, taking on Randall Austin. And Doug, first off, your thoughts on Jay Vernon taking on one of Casey's fighters in Randall Austin?
Jay Vernon's coming out of North Carolina. They have a lot of good gyms there. I know there's a lot of good wrestlers, especially some that I've trained with, like Derek Bronson, one that I currently train with. I have another guy over in, he's in Thailand right now, George Hickman out of North Carolina also. You know, they have a lot of good wrestlers that come out of that state. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fight's going to go with Casey Oxendine's guy, Randall Austin, coming out of Team Oxendine, which is a good overall all-around gym. And those guys are really known for their jiu-jitsu. So this is going to be an interesting fight to see.
Two young guys. Jay Vernon, you see him right there, and he's only 18 years old and stands at 6 feet tall. And Randall Austin, his opponent, only 20 years old. So a young fighter out of the Team Oxendine camp will be the opponent of that young man right there, Jay Vernon. All right, let's go back to Jennifer.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage, please welcome Randall Austin.
So here comes Randall Austin, 1-1 out of Team Oxendine in Johnson City, Tennessee. And we saw Jay Vernon come out first, and Randall Austin out of Casey's camp. You know, if they're out of Team Oxendine, you know they're going to be well-rounded. You know they're going to be prepared, well-rounded in different combat sports. Experience as a high school wrestler, judo, grappling, and Muay Thai. 3-0 record in Muay Thai, actually. BJJ blue belt, orange belt in judo. Now, those are all things that show how well-rounded you are.
Exactly. Me being a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a third-degree brown belt in judo, will pretty much solidify your grappling game. Also with a wrestling background, and being 3-0 in Muay Thai, that's really bringing it all together.
Take a look at the tail of the tape quickly. You see both fighters very young and early in their careers. Austin has the one win in his career. Vernon the height advantage of 3 inches over Randall Austin. Randall Austin getting the final checks there from the best in the biz, the great Mark Laws cut man. But we saw Randall Austin there. This is his first fight outside of the Tri-Cities. Could be some nerves, right? If you leave your home area and don't have all your people with you, right?
Well, it depends. Myself, a lot of guys I know, we fight better on the road than we do at home. There's less pressure on you.
All right, Randall Austin is in the cage. We go back to Jennifer for our fight introductions.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 148 pounds, holds a record of 0 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of UFC Gym in Greenville, South Carolina, Jay Vernon. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 144 pounds, holds a record of 1 win with 1 loss, and fights out of Team Oxendine in Johnson City, Tennessee, Randall Austin. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee, in this featherweight MMA Bout, amateur MMA bout at 145 pounds. It's presented by Chips Transmissions. Jay Vernon, the 18-year-old in the black trunks. Randall Austin, the 20-year-old in the white trunks. 3-3-minute rounds at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. And a first kick landed by Austin, and we're underway.
Nice inside knee.
First takedown goes to Randall Austin. Vernon quickly back to his feet. Austin's brother, Corey, fighting a little bit later on the card here at Valor Fights 47.
Casey Oxendine giving him some good instructions here. Watch that hip throw. Nice execution. That's a little bit of that judo and wrestling right there we're talking about.
Yep. Very impressive by Austin. Now a roll over, and Vernon's to his feet again.
Nice back leg trip.
Scrambled that, it puts Vernon on top.
Let's see the jiu-jitsu come into play here. Up here comes the triangle.
Yep.
There it is.
Arm is in, trying to get that head down.
He's locked in there.
Tap.
This is.
Yep, I
this
think he
is
tapped.
over.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow, you see the versatility and the well-rounded skill set of Randall Austin from Team Oxendine, who moves his record to 2-1. How impressive was that done?
That's very, very impressive. He was all over him. It's like Vernon really didn't have an answer for the grappling. You know, he kind of wanted to strike with him, but you know, once Austin got on him, it was no turning the guy loose. You know.
Jay Vernon falls to 0-2, his first amateur MMA bout, and here's the replay here, and you saw the tap quickly. Once the triangle was in, you identified it quickly that it was locked in tight.
Yeah, once the guard was open and he went to an open guard and put his feet in his hips, then you got to pretty much look for two things: arm bars and triangle chokes. And when he threw the right leg over the shoulder, the triangle was on the way. What Vernon should have did was immediately postured up. You know, try to look at the ceiling to pretty much get out of that situation. But once he locked the leg over the back, it was pretty much over with.
Let's make it official. Back to Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 14 seconds into the first round. For your winner by way of triangle choke, out of the blue corner, Randall Austin.